What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Of course, the news never stops, and neither do we. So join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including a fired WWE wrestler on Raw tonight, a fired superstar retired, SmackDown's mystery hacker could have been leaked, Howard Finkel's last days, what really happened with the Lana Live Love angle, an AEW star needs surgery, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. But let's waste no further time and get into our first story, a fired WWE wrestler on Raw tonight. Now the WWE just made huge cuts to its roster, and while some are planning to venture forth with a new promotion, one fired wrestler is rumoured to appear on tonight's edition of Monday Night Raw. Pro Wrestling Sheet's Ryan Satin reported on Twitter, hearing it's possible that one of the wrestlers who was released from WWE last week could be making an appearance on Raw tonight. Who could it possibly be? Rusev? After all, he's one of the biggest superstars to be fired. It sounds implausible, but he could address the situation. Could it be Maria Kanellis? Hell, it could even be Drake Maverick going after the 24/7 championship one last time. I guess we'll have to tune in and see tonight. Next up, a fired superstar retired? And one superstar we won't see on WWE television or even in the squared circle for that matter could be NXT talent Cassius Ohno, who recently broke his silence on his apparent release. Ohno renamed his Twitter WWE Alumni with a blank profile picture and posted a picture of his ring boots in the ring in quite a solemn way. Let's hope it's not true and the big man hasn't retired for good. Next up, SmackDown's mystery hacker could have been leaked. Now we're always looking to get our loyal viewers all the scoops, but we don't want to spoil things for you either, so if you'd like to be surprised by the identity of the SmackDown hacker, please skip ahead and check out the timestamps in the description below. The SmackDown hacker is a mysterious individual who has broken two big behind-the-scenes stories, much as the WWF's GTV did during the Attitude Era, by using hidden cameras and revealing incriminating evidence. For example, the hacker revealed that Sonya Deville had sabotaged Mandy Rose's date with Otis by texting Otis that she was running late. Recently, the hacker showed video clips of several prominent WWE tag teams, including The New Day, Miz and Morrison and the Boss and Hug connection, followed by the cryptic message that some people keep their friends close while others keep their enemies closer. Could there be dissension in the ranks of one of these teams? And if so, does the hacker have evidence? When some accused New Day member Xavier Woods, who is still recovering from his ankle injury, of being the mastermind, he tweeted, "A few people keep asking if this is me. If it were me, then I would have gone with blue and pink instead of blue and green. There would be a GM mode book someplace, and most importantly, there would be a crown somewhere." However, according to a report at WrestleTalk, Twitter users Gwen Annabelle and James Lynch may have pieced together who the hacker is by using audio technology to remove the hacker's voice masker.
If you don't want to know who the hacker is for WWE SmackDown, don't continue watching the video. And if someone else doesn't want to know who the hacker is, don't spoil it for them. 3, 2, 1.
Were you paying attention? I told you. The truth will be heard.
Some keep their friends close, others keep their enemies closer.
Apparently there is more than one hacker, with Mustafa Ali and Chad Gable being the hackers. Rumour has it that the hacker storyline is also going to be used to bring them in as a tag team, possibly using their inside information to stir the pot with the tag team division and work their way to tag team gold. This could be a good boost for Ali and Gable, two talented stars who have been off television of late. What do you guys think about this possible storyline? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Howard Finkel's last days. The wrestling world is still mourning the passing of beloved WWE ring announcer Howard Finkel. Fans may be wondering what the cause of death was, and you may have heard rumours that he passed away from a stroke. However, the Fink's friend Tommy Dreamer recently posted an update on what happened. A lot of people said Howard had a stroke. Howard did not have a stroke. Howard had a rare genetic brain disease. His brain was shrinking, and I hate that because the whole outthink, the Fink, and he was slowly losing his mind. He had stroke-like symptoms, but he kept falling because of his brain. I didn't post pictures of us on social media. I took them all the time I would visit him, but Howard had such pride. He didn't want the people to know he was sick. He didn't want people to feel sorry for him. He was literally just sitting there watching the Mets game until it was time to watch wrestling. Howard Finkel loved professional wrestling throughout his life, and it's clear he loved it up until his last days. Next up, could this year's Money in the Bank pay-per-view be a train wreck? The WWE is going with something new this year for its Money in the Bank ladder matches, as the men's and women's matches will feature superstars starting the match on the first floor at WWE headquarters, with them fighting their way to the top to retrieve that all-important briefcase that's good for a World Championship match. However, will this work out, or will it be a disaster? Former WWE referee Jimmy Corderas shared his thoughts. Two schools of thought here. This could be creative and interesting, but this could also be a train wreck. I could be wrong about the train wreck thing. Yes, they have been creative and thinking outside the box. I think this box, maybe they should have stayed inside the box for this one. We'll wait and see, I'm hoping for the best. We think the ladder matches could be much better thanks to this new stipulation, but we also know train wrecks are always a possibility when it comes to the WWE. We're hopeful it will be the former. Next up, what really happened with the Lana Live Love angle? The wedding between Lana and Bobby Lashley took a turn for the unexpected when Liv Morgan returned to WWE television, professing her love for Lana and causing fans to wonder if the WWE was going with a romantic angle between the former Riot Squad member and the ravishing Russian. The WWE quietly dropped the angle, and while the company has a habit of dropping storylines with no follow-up, Diamond Dave Meltzer seems to think this was dropped intentionally. From what I was told, it was Paul looking for a spot in the wedding thing to pop people, but there was no plan to follow up on it. The storyline could have been interesting, and if it was just used to pop the audience, the WWE might have considered something different, as it only confused fans when there was little follow-up. Next up, how the Otis and Mandy romance storyline developed. The romance storyline between Otis and Mandy Rose has been lots of fun for many members of the WWE Universe as it's played out over the last few months. However, how did the storyline come about? Speaking with TV Hub's Kate McCree, Mandy revealed, "Otis always was around in NXT and posting pics of me and talking about how much he liked me, in a cute way, not a creepy way. This continued on, and I thought it would be great if this became a storyline, especially once Otis entered WrestleMania. I actually went to Vince McMahon myself and pitched the idea, and he loved it." When asked about how a real-life boyfriend feels about the storyline, Mandy answered, "My boyfriend doesn't have an issue with it. It's all a storyline and entertainment. If he got jealous of this, or if any guy did, it wouldn't work out, honestly." Where do you think the Otis and Mandy Rose storyline is headed? Could we see Heavy Machinery break up as the WWE focuses more on Otis as a singles act? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, an AEW star needs surgery. AEW fans have only seen a select number of AEW stars due to the ongoing health crisis and AEW taping a group of shows at once. One star who's been missing is MJF, one of the promotion's top heels. When asked where he's been, MJF tweeted, "I wish I could put my body on the line more for you guys. I truly care so much about you being entertained during your hour of need. Unfortunately, something awful has happened to me, and it's gradually gotten worse. I can't comment on what the issue is at this time. My issue has gotten worse. It's looking like I might need surgery. I'm genuinely trying my very best to come back for you guys." Given MJF's fondness for working the fans, after all he's the wrestler who plays the heel 24/7 including his time outside wrestling, this could just be another bit by Cody's former BFF. Next up, a new stipulation added to AEW's Dynamite match. The tournament to crown AEW's first Dynamite TNT champion continues on 22nd April with Dustin Rhodes battling Kip Sabian. Now Dustin has upped the stakes by announcing he'll retire if he doesn't win the match. AEW has been strong about enforcing its stipulations, as Cody discovered when he pledged to never challenge for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship if he didn't beat Chris Jericho. As you likely recall, he lost and can no longer fight for the belt. And finally, the Revival debut a new logo. Last but not least, the team formerly operating as the Revival haven't wasted time pursuing trademarks on new names or pushing themselves on social media. Recently, Dax Harwood, who wrestled as Scott Dawson, posted the team's new logo. Let us know what you think of it in the comments down below. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.